Hello, hello my friends. Today is day 4 of our $25 challenge. If you haven't been here yet this week, I am doing a challenge where I am taking $25 to feed my family of 4 for 5 dinners. We're on day 4 and today we are making a deconstructed stuffed pepper dish. Let me show you the ingredients we'll be using today. All right, hopefully I'm remembering everything this time around. Let's go through what we'll need today. So we have the carrots, the 2 whole bell peppers that are left, the half onion that's left, the corn that we saved, some cheese. I don't know that we'll use all of it. Then we're going to have navy beans, and I pulled the margarine out. I'm not sure if we'll need it, but if we do, I keep forgetting to pull that out. We're going to use about half of this chunk of bread that's left, and we are again going to be turning that into breadcrumbs. Next we have the spaghetti sauce I saved from the day with the pasta, and the other tablespoon of taco seasoning that's left. We will need 2 cups of rice. I'm not 100% sure on using the taco seasoning. I'll put the tomato sauce in and then we'll taste the dish and then we'll decide if we need to add anything else. I'm going to slice a few slices of bread off of here. We're doing the same kind of thing as we did the other day when we made the pasta. We're going to cut some slices and let them dry out, because we are making breadcrumbs out of them. And I put them on the elevated cooling rack again. The bread I was trying to dry out did not get hard enough, so I'm going to put it in my oven on warm. In this saucepan, we're going to put some of our margarine. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of it. Actually, I think I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons. I'm going to let that melt, and then I'm going to put the rice in. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of garlic powder on this. Eventually I'll put in some other spices too, the salt and the onion powder and maybe a little bit of black pepper as well. But I think we're ready for the rice. We're going to put in 2 cups of rice, and then we're going to stir to coat that, get it nice and buttery. And we're just toasting this up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add the other spices. Salt, some onion powder, a little bit more garlic powder. I'm going to let that toast up for about 2 minutes, and then I will put the water in. Here's our 2 bell peppers. I'm going to be cutting them and putting them into this 9x12 baking dish, and that will go into the oven at 400 degrees to roast. I'm going to be roasting these bell peppers in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. I added some salt and pepper. The rice is boiling. I've turned the heat down to a 1. I'm going to let it go for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, in this saucepan, we're going to be putting 2 tablespoons of our margarine, and we are going to be cooking up the onions that I chopped, and also the carrots, which I still need to chop. So I'm going to chop the carrots, and then we'll add everything in here while this melts. All right, our butter is melted, so I'm going to go ahead and put the onions in. And then here's the carrots, and as you can see, there's a tiny amount of bell pepper here. I just took every last bit of bell pepper I could off the bell pepper. At this point, I still have this 1 carrot left. I'm not sure that I'm going to put it in this one. I might just save it for a vegetable for tomorrow. We're going to let that cook and soften for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and add the other ingredients in there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put in the corn. I'm going to go ahead and get the navy beans opened up. Now I'll be pouring the beans in, the whole can. And I will add some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. At this point, this is when I decide also whether I want to put that taco seasoning in. Before I decide on the taco seasoning, I will go ahead and add in that tomato sauce, because that's definitely going in. So let's get this all combined. Let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm going to put in the rest of that spaghetti sauce that we saved from the pasta night. Right, I'm just waiting for the rice to finish. At this point, I have not put in any taco seasoning. The flavor is pretty good, so I may not put it in. I am going to put some water in this bowl that I had the pasta sauce in and get every last little bit into this pot. This tastes really good as it is right now, but I have a feeling once we get the rice in there, we're probably going to need a little more flavor. At this point, these have been roasting for about 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and take them out. It's time to get the rice in there. I guess I should do it the other way. Come on. See if I can do this left-handed. All right, here we go. It is a little bit on the bland side. It's up to you if you like the taco seasoning flavor. By all means, add it. I think I'm just going to doctor it up with a little bit more of our basic spices. I really don't think it needs more than that, for my palate anyway. Let's hope everyone else in the family agrees. That is better already. I'm now going to be putting this rice mixture on top of our bell peppers, thus making them the deconstructed bell peppers. So bad news, I forgot about my toasty bread here, and now my dried bread is toast. So I'm still probably going to find a way to get that into crumbs and hopefully still taste good on our dish. Ah, boy. I'm going to be putting the rice mixture on the bell peppers now. All right, now to get these guys crumbled. I'm going to crumble these, and then I'm going to grate some of the cheese. I'm not using all of it. I'm definitely going to have some saved for tomorrow. Considering that the toast got so crispy, I'm going to put this dish in the oven for about 15 minutes before I add the cheese and the breadcrumbs. So after grating the cheese, I have a small chunk left for tomorrow. I am melting 1 tablespoon of margarine. I'm going to put the breadcrumbs in here so they get a little extra flavoring. I've put the breadcrumbs and the cheese on top, and now we are ready to put our deconstructed stuffed bell peppers back in the 400-degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes and everything is golden brown on top, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. I have to say, this looks pretty good. I don't know if it's going to come across on the video as good as it's coming across in person, but I can't wait to try it. Here's our completed deconstructed stuffed bell peppers. I'm going to go with that. I would say you can get 5 to 6 servings out of that.